Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Home Team. Right? Okay. I'm excited to see it, but I'm also skeptical. Hour and 38 minutes long. It's a Happy Madison Productions, which is Adam Sandler's company. It has Kevin James in it. It has Rob Schneider in it. Classic Adam Sandler type actors. Taylor Lautner in it, the guy from Twilight and other things. He was in a good spy movie. I haven't seen him in anything else since, I don't think. Probably just watched a movie last night with him in it, but I don't remember. Well, I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't thought of him. Anyway, he's in this. This is the story of Sean Payton when he was suspended by the NFL in, I think, 2012, maybe, something like that, for Bountygate. So there was this thing where players were being paid to hurt the other players. So they put bounties on their head. He got suspended for the entire season. So in an effort to reconnect with his son, he goes back and coaches his son's football team. So I'm like, okay, I didn't really know that until I saw this. My friend told me about this, and I'm like, wow, it's on Netflix. I subscribe to Netflix, so that's fantastic. It just came out. Awesome. Has a lot of cool things for me. I like football, NFL football. The most. I like Kevin James. I don't see Kevin James playing Sean Payton. I don't know. So, and it's based on a true story. So, we'll see. I mean, it's obviously got to be a comedy when you say Kevin James and Rob Schneider in it. But you never know. I think it is listed as a comedy. Ooh, I don't even know what the score is. I'm sorry. I have to check that out for you. But, so I am excited, but mildly, Home Team, there it is. Hold on, mildly skeptical. 6.0, but only 3,618 people have rated it so far. So, I don't know. That's about probably where I'd see it. We'll see. Let me get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Home Team. We're at the 51-minute, 8-second mark. Over halfway. There's only 47 minutes left. But so far, so good. It's everything that they said. So he gets suspended and he moves back to Texas to, not initially to coach his son's team. He moves back to Texas to reconnect with his son. So evidently, I don't know much about Sean Payton, but he was divorced and kind of just, was estranged from his son that he had. So now he's trying to get back, and when he gets there, they're doing their football season. And Taylor Lautner is their coach, and he comes to see some of the games, of course, tries to help out, and it works, so they want him to help coaching. So he's there now, helping coach the team, which is kind of like just taking it over. And his wife is remarried to Rob Schneider. That's where he comes in, and he's like a yoga meditation kind of guy, a little bit different than Sean Payton, but lives in the old house that he originally lived in. When they were married, I guess. So he's trying to reconnect with his son using football to do that during his suspension. So it's good. I mean, and Kevin James is playing the comedic role of this, and it's not a drama, it's a comedy, and it's fun, and probably so far I think good for kids. I didn't even see if it was PG or PG-13 or something like that, but I'm sure it's one of those two. Well, we'll see where it goes. We got a little bit left. There's a lot left, so it's interesting to see what happens. I don't know if I have anything else I need to tell you. I'm sure I did, but I forget it. So let me get back to it, see what happens from here, and then I'll let you know my final thoughts. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Home Team, and I have to say, it's kind of what you would expect it to be. So it's a good family, wholesome sports movie with some comedic value to it that is very predictable, but has some good lessons and morals and all that kind of stuff in it. There are a couple of, Kevin James is the highlight, I think, of the comedic route that they go with this one, and Rob Schneider's in it, but he his character, in the beginning okay, but then, I think his kind of shtick runs out. There's also the hotel manager, funny at times, but otherwise they're the people you're looking at for your humor. But it's all, I think it's good for the kids. You know, I didn't see anything in it. I'm pretty sure it's either PG or PG-13. But you know, it's got that very, I think, predictable. But that's okay. That's what you kind of, like what I expected once I started to see it. I'm sure, you know, I always wonder like what's really true, what's, you know, fabricated to make the story better. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably very loosely based on the story about Sean Payton. I mean, I still think it's funny that Kevin James played him. But, you know, there's a lot of different cameos in it, so that's kind of fun. But in the end, I get it. I'm going to probably go with a 6 as well. The whole, you know, I guess the whole plot line was just based off of Sean Payton, and they just made a nice family fun comedy for it. There you go. So, it's a good way to take a bad thing when he got suspended from NFL and make it fun for other people. So, you know, redemption and all that stuff is in here. So, there you go. That's like I'd be interested to know like what really happened, you know, with the team and stuff like that. The team, you know, of course, is bad before he gets there, and he gets there, and you know, they do a lot better. So. I'm sure maybe that's what happened, but I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's really about, you know, this movie at hand. So, I'd probably give it a 6 too. It was fun. It was worth it. But it was also everything else that I said. So there you go. I don't know if I was helpful, but if you have Netflix, you like football, you're going to watch this movie. If you have sons who are going to be playing football, you're probably going to like this movie. So, or at least watch it. So there you go. That's it. That's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.